My name is William Good. I'm the Executive Director of the Smith-Kettlewell Eye Research Institute, and I would like to let you know why we're here, what we do, and what we plan to accomplish. First, Smith-Kettlewell has been present and around, was established about 60 years ago by a gentleman named Arthur Jampolsky. The Institute itself has quite an amazing legacy. During those 60 years, Smith-Kettlewell has been responsible for the development of new and very exciting techniques for managing strabismus and other eye-related conditions. And Dr. Jampolsky should be credited for those. For example, the use of something called an adjustable suture to fine-tune his or her surgery on the patient after the patient wakes up, thereby maximizing the chances that the surgery will be effective. Secondly, Alan Scott worked at Smith-Kettlewell. He also served as executive director of the Institute and developed Botox. Now, Botox is probably familiar to most of the viewers of this film. Botox was originally designed for the management of strabismus, which is a term that means misaligned eyes. So a child or adult, for example, who has crossed eyes can be given a Botox injection in the office, avoiding surgery, and the Botox will straighten the eyes. Smith-Kettlewell has a wide array of scientists and large amount of expertise. This expertise ranges from PhDs who work here who have their degree in psychology, in visual optics. We also have MDs who work with patients directly. I happen to be an MD, and who can take the studies that evolve at Smith-Kettlewell and apply them to our patients in our clinics. We have everything you can think of that you would need at an institute that relies heavily on technology. For example, we have computer programmers, we have a very good infrastructure for maintaining data, analyzing data, and communicating our data to other people. In fact, it is the goal of Smith-Kettlewell through various mechanisms to disseminate the data that we arrive at through our studies to other scientists, no matter what their discipline, in other parts of the world. With our studies, which are ongoing, investigating causes of blindness in children, causes of blindness in adults, the rehabilitation of visually impaired adults and visually impaired children, we can help people who have these conditions live a better life, even go so far as to say, live a sighted life. We can collaborate with people outside of Smith-Kettlewell, and we do. We have many studies that we've worked on with Stanford University, the University of California at Berkeley, the University of California in San Francisco, and in the case of the ROP study, retinopathy of prematurity, there was a collaboration with 24 centers scattered all over the country. So Smith-Kettlewell is well-known and has a widely disseminated reputation for what it does and what it can accomplish. We can work with industry and help industry, for example, develop new techniques for visually impaired adults, and particularly help them learn whether these interventions work. We have a component at our institute that enables an industry or a company to bring their new techniques to our institute and for us to study these to see what they do and what they don't do to help visually impaired patients. So I'm particularly pleased to be the executive director of Smith-Kettlewell, and I thank you for your attention this afternoon.